We already talked about red flags when you're trying to hire a video editor, but what about when you're the video editor? Let's face it, there is risk on both sides. Clients get scammed, so do the video editors. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, Reddit, Twitter, etc., they're just teeming with people looking to scam you out of a quick buck. So let's take some time to discuss the red flags that video editors need to look out for when they're looking to take on new clients, as well as a bonus at the end of the video. They want a free sample. Ugh, this is a personal pet peeve because I've fallen for it multiple times. Unless you're brand new to video editing and just need to build your portfolio, or you're trying to break into a completely new part of the market such as trailers or short films, you should not participate in this. Established editors already have portfolios. That's your free sample. Now, sometimes the clients will be extra cautious and want more proof that you are who you say you are and your work is really your work. Fair enough. That's when a paid sample should come into play. And that paid sample should be very reasonable, no more than 60 seconds, and the pay should equal at least 1 hour's worth of what you charge. If the client decides to take the sample and run after paying you, well, that's up to them and don't take it personally. Keep in mind that many people who start looking for video editors don't really know what they want, can't actually afford it, or both. People are changing their minds every day about hiring freelancers. Their request doesn't line up with their budget. This one is absolutely rampant. Clients asking for the moon, but wanting to pay for a basketball. Try not to get triggered by this, as hard as it is. Instead, take that as an opportunity to educate that prospective client on what video editing actually costs and why. Be gentle and patient with your explanation. If they get belligerent with you, well, then you know it's time to walk away. So what do I mean when I say doesn't line up? Well, let me give you an example. Client A has a vlogging channel. They travel around various parks and film interesting sites like ruins, animals, waterfalls, rocky formations. For their first video project with you, they want you to take 1 hour of raw footage and cut it down to 15 minutes. They would also like you to get creative, adding some smooth transitions, engaging background music, text overlays for each location, and a few CTAs throughout. And their budget is $50. What? Yeah. If someone requests that kind of work with that kind of budget, they either A, haven't done their research and have no idea how long the actual video editing takes, or B, they do know, but they don't mind taking advantage of desperate freelancers. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Try to explain why the budget is inappropriate and what an appropriate budget would be. If you find middle ground with them, awesome. If you don't, well, at least you didn't get paid $50 for about 4 hours of work. They refuse to sign a contract. This one's not really necessary when you're just doing a paid sample, but if you're about to bring on a new client, you should do a contract. Remember, a contract isn't just about protecting you, it's about protecting them too. You want to make sure that you get paid, and they want to make sure that they get what they paid for, and that you don't try to steal their work. You don't have to be a legal expert to get a contract made up. I am certainly not. There are great templates available that you can modify to meet your needs. For example, I modify my contracts to clearly state that either party, myself and the client, may end the contract at any time in writing. Why do I do that? Because sometimes it's not a good fit, or the client's monetary situation can change, or my schedule can change. I don't want to lock either of us into 6 months, 12 months, longer, knowing that life can throw you all kinds of curveballs, and that, at the end of the day, we all have our own visions, styles, tastes, etc., and those don't necessarily align. Not putting a time limit on the contract makes the client more at ease to sign it, and me more at ease to agree to work with them. As long as you are transparent with the contract, give them time to read it through, and address any questions they have, they should be willing to sign it. If they aren't, that could be a sign that they're not being honest with their intentions. They keep making posts about looking for editors. You know how you can go on sites like LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster.com, you apply for a job, it gets taken down, you never hear back, and then 3 months later, the same job posting is back up? It's pretty frustrating, right? Well, the same thing happens when people are hiring freelancers. If someone makes a post on Reddit or Twitter or some other platform for hiring a video editor, and you send your information and then you don't hear back, and then 30 days later they're making the same post, don't bother. Here are some possibilities on what's going on. They could be a scammer. They're just trying to get more free work. They might be a spammer. They aren't actually hiring and they're just wasting people's time. It may be that they don't know what they want, So they turned the first batch of editors away, and now they're trying to get some new bites. Could be that they were going to hire previously, decided against it, and then they changed their mind again. None of these are great scenarios, and even the last two are very likely to waste your time. It is hard enough to find clients serious enough to seal the deal, so don't spend your energy on those that are quite obviously not serious enough. There are definitely others, but those are the ones I encounter most frequently. Feel free to add yours to the comments. Now, here's a best practice that you should always keep in mind. Never hand in a piece of work, even a short sample, without a watermark. Even a free sample, which you really shouldn't be doing anyways, other than the exceptions I mentioned earlier. Until you have established a trusting and healthy relationship with your client, you should not assume that they will pay the invoice. Keep that watermark on until you receive payment. If they don't pay and post your video with the watermark still on it, request it to be taken down. First with them, and then with the platform if they don't comply. Until that watermark comes off, it's your property. Got any video editing topics you want to see covered? Let me know in the comments, and if you haven't already, check out this video on how clients should choose the right video editors, because you should be aware of it too.